Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Sheila Beelan, and I'm coming to you with another review of Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 6, Episode 4, Black Exploitation. I was like, okay, so they're going to be exploiting the people. Anyway, y'all, this is Sheila Beelan. Y'all, thank you so much. I have 3,000 subscribers on the road to 4. I want to thank you for your love, your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And you can't tell, but I'm hugging y'all. Y'all can't tell, but in my voice, it sounds like a hug. Anyway, don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. Please like. The more you like the content, the more it goes to the algorithm, and more people will start to view my content. Thank you. On the road to 4,000 subscribers. All right, we're getting into Love and Marriage Huntsville. Child, we pick up where it left off because it was a to be continued, right? We had Kiki and Tiffany going back and forth about friendships. Friendships come and go, but you got family first. Kiki talking about you don't know what you talking about. I don't know, because I ain't got a big family. You know, they was just all the same, right? And then Tisha is telling Kiki to calm down to the point to where she kind of had to get up and kind of stand over Kiki and was like, hey, calm down. You know, she pregnant. Don't do. We ain't got to be stressing nobody out. But shoot, Kiki didn't care, and Tiffany, she act like she didn't care because she was still holding it. She was holding it. She was still coming right back at her. So then Stormy enters the conversation, and you know, she's trying to figure out, so what's going on, you know, about what you were saying about me, Kiki, because she was like, you was the one talking about the infidelity. You know, you didn't shut it down. You were the one leading everybody to believe that, you know, he was being unfaithful pretty much. And here go Leticia. We're not gonna talk about that. Let's not talk about that. I'm like, well, girl, I mean, I know you want to move forward, but sometimes you gotta go back to move forward. And that was a part of conversation, so we gonna talk about it. And you know, respectfully, Stormy trying not to say that your husband was being, you know, unfaithful, but that was a part of the conversation, so she had to bring it up, you know? So, but she was just telling Kiki, you know, you didn't do nothing to stop it. If you knew I was wrong, if you knew I was saying something wrong, you should have been like, Stormy, shut the F up. Shut up. Shut the F up. I was like, God dog, can you please tell her? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's what you should have just said. You should have just said, shit. I was like, okay, girl, go on, don't talk your talk, right? So while they going back and forth, Melody, she just looking around. She was just like, this is not, shouldn't go this way. You know, she kind of hoarse. This don't seem like this should go this way. You know, every time, you know, they have all the flashbacks about what happened in spa day. People supposed to be relaxing and getting massages, but people don't just relax and get the massages. It's always an argument, a confrontation. So Melody, she tells the group, you know what? I'm about to get ready to go. So she hugs everybody. She walks out the room talking about, yeah, all of that. Be blessed, be favored. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent one from another. In Jesus' name, amen. That's what we say every time we do the benediction at church, right? She ain't say that, but that's what we say at church. Okay, but anyway, so as Mel going to put on her jacket, coat, shoes, and boots, and you know, whatever, they still over there talking. They still over there going back talking about, yeah, you should have said this and you should have said that. So Mel comes back with her trench coat on and her green high heel shoes, and she say, listen, and you know she hoarse, this is not the proper way to have a conversation. I don't believe that this is what we was trying to do when we was having the Friday. I really don't believe this. You know, she going off into her speech, right? And Stormy said, well, I think this is good. I don't know if Mel thought that she was giving an empowerment speech, but whatever it was, Stormy said, I think this is good because, you know, we got to get the stuff out. It don't make no sense for us to be bottling up stuff and we still be mad. I think, are you okay? Because I'm not mad. You mad? No, I ain't mad. I ain't mad. Anybody here mad? Okay. And then Melly said, well, you know, I don't know if this is productive, but if this is what y'all want to do, okay, I'm going to be gone. All right, bye. Bye. I said, man, why did you come back in there? You should have just went on ahead and left out with your green high heel shoes, and it would have been fine, because they feel like that everything was going in the right direction. Because I mean, sometimes it's like that in conversation. You will get cussed out, somebody probably cuss you out, or you will probably say what you need to say. You got to get it off your chest. But once I done told you how I felt, then I'm okay. I done let go. Now God got to get it. And they say, let go, let God. So they let it go. Now it's in God's hands. And I guess, and Leticia said, yeah, I think everything went good. I think everything went good. And here you go. What's that girl, Kiki? I don't think none got resolved. Well, okay, well, did not get resolved. We good. And then you got Tiffany and Stormy. Girl, we didn't even get our massage. No, you ain't gonna get it. You not gonna get it. Not today. Anyway. So now you have the brothers, the boys, they out and they are having baseball. Martel, Marceau, and Maurice, right? So the scene starts out where Sheree is calling Martel. So Martel go, and if they talked, or maybe he put her to silence her to go to voicemail, whatever he did. We didn't hear any conversation, right? So Maurice brings up the fact that you was an escort. You was taking mail out to her car. And he was just like, because they asked about Sheree and how that doing, but every time that Maurice seen Martel, he was trying to get Millie out to the car. And then Martel, like, what they got to do with Sheree? He said, I'm just being a gentleman. Can I be a gentleman? So while they over there talking, Marceau, he come in running. Wait. Don't start with that. I mean, they've already started. And so they end up talking about Martel and his dating, and Martel like, I'm sick of them always bringing me up and dating and all that stuff. Can my business be my business, and we don't have to say a word, But then Martel tells Marceau tells Martel it's okay to date. Just have fun while you can. Go ahead and date and let it be. But Maurice tells Martel, like, I know you being a little double-minded, triple-minded. He gonna have to find his mind so he can figure out what he want. Sheree, Melody, Ariane, all the other girls in Atlanta, Kenya Moore, whomever else that Martel done tried to get in their DMs and talk to. I mean, hey, however many minds he got, he need to find it so we can go back to one mind, But they start talking about that, and then they end up playing baseball. Chad, the only person they can't play baseball. Point blank, period. Man, that's all it is. They missing. And they talking about they just can't play baseball. All right, so then they start talking about Martel and his upscale magazine, and he trying to find a venue and all of that stuff. Are you inviting Sheree? Yeah. Sheree gonna be invited. She gonna be there. And then he started to say, he said like the last 2 years of his life, he feels like he lost his favor. I mean, well, Melody did say that she was the one that was favored in a relationship, and her blessings was being hindered because she was attached to you. So I guess your favor is gone, which was Melody. But the Bible says he ran on the just was unjust. So even though Martel had to find his get right back, he's finally feeling like he's in a place to where he's being better, to where he's starting to actually make moves and further his progress as a single person or whatever. And then they start talking about Marceau started talking about his daddy, how he had 8 kids at the age of 27 years old. And I guess he was bringing it up to realize, like, I guess the comparison, like, you're never at a good point to where you can kind of figure out how to maneuver through this life. You know what I'm saying? You and your kids, my daddy was 27, just trying to find your footing as a man. And Marceau said that, they didn't even know that they was poor. Well, they were not poor. They just didn't have no money because, as we all know, poor is a state of mind. All right. And so they bring up Sheree again about him want to be married again and him want to have more kids. And he talking about Sheree said that she want to have kids. I said, ain't Sheree like 50 something? I ain't age shaming. I'm not. I just didn't know that Sheree can still have kids. But she apparently, according to conversation between Martell and Sheree. Sheree willing to have another baby, and all her kids is grown. Like, she got grandkids. Child, anyway. But Maurice is just like, hey, it's 2023. Now you just gotta do it. You just gotta get out there and you just gotta do it. And do it. And put your mind to it until you get it right. But I don't know if he got a good love. I don't even know if he got something special. He gonna have to figure that out with all his doubles and triple minds. Anyway, now we move over to Marcel and Gino. So Gino is Marcel's new business partner. And now they're talking about, okay, so we got this partnership, and Gino said, yeah, we kind of dating. I don't know if I want to marry you yet. We just trying to date and fill out the waters. And then Marcel brings up, I dated Tisha for about 1 month until I said, hey, I think you might want to be my wife. But all that to say that he was like, I don't want you to do me like you do Tisha if we decide that we're going to be in this marriage business relationship. And he was just, Marceau was telling Gino, he just like his mind, and he likes to he's worked with big businesses, big corporation, and he has that big business thinking, and he wanted to bring that big business thinking to Scout. And Gino was just like, I do, but a part of this is, your wife. Even if we need Tisha to approve expense reports, we need her. And I really like that Gino is being an advocate for Tisha, because earlier before the scene started, Martell was telling the audience that him and Gino, they thought alike, and they had like a lot of similarities or whatever. And when Gino started to talk about Tisha and how great of an asset she is, I was like, well, I guess y'all don't think that much alike, because he want Tisha to be there. You the one that don't want Tisha to be there. And it's just something that another man can see the value in your wife that you don't. He should be embarrassed. I mean, he really, really, really should be embarrassed, because Gino was saying, look, my daddy raised wolves, and we all are wolves out here. Marcel, but Marcel, he's sitting over there saying he's supposed to be a protector and a provider. He says Tisha knows how he thinks when it comes to him being a husband and their personal, but as far as business, he don't think that she really knows, for the simple fact that if something goes bad or if there's a bad business deal, he doesn't want to expose Tisha to that, because he doesn't want her to, I guess, overreact. But Gino was saying, why not tell her? Because you can tell her if something is wrong in the business, but you can also be that calmness for her to let her know, yeah, this may not be going right, but everything is going to be okay. Keeping her out of the loop is not strengthening her. That's weakening her. You want her to be a sheep, which he does. He wants her to be a freaking sheep. Every time the sheep say, come on, sheep, she go, bah. That's what you want. And he said that is not healthy. Your wife is actually a bigger asset than what you think. If she done got y'all she done put y'all in the black. She done made y'all business multi-millions, and yet you still want to sit her in the corner? I'm like, come on, that ain't even cool. She owns the business, but she's playing second nature to you because you want her to. You won't even give, and you can, okay. Leticia wants to be respectful and respect her husband, but Leticia is really the brains, really. And then Marcel wants to think he's just so smart. He don't want to give Tisha the benefit of the doubt, even though she saved their company. And I agree, Gino. I agree. You treating Tisha like a sheep. And that's not her place. Her place should be right there in the meetings with everybody, so she can give her concerns and her thoughts and her opinions. Because if she pushed you to where you are today, what makes you think she can't push you further out? And thank God for Gino. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I agree. And now Marceau over there looking stupid. I said, it's just so amazing that everybody can see the value in your wife that you cannot see. That is just crazy to me. And he said he wish he had a better relationship with his ex-wife. Child, somebody need to say it, and he heard it. So it is what it is. He gonna have to go back and rethink his whole structural plan. All right. So now you have Leticia and Kimmy. So they over there sitting down, and they were since Marcel then kicked Tisha out the office space and gave it to Gino, well, maybe that was a good thing. That's a blessing in disguise that he actually kicked you out so he can hear some good words of wisdom from somebody that's a businessman and from somebody that done lost his wife. Anyway, I'm not even gonna go down there. All right. So she over there looking at in Kimmy's office space, Kimmy and Maurice's office space. And she was like, yeah, you can have this. They just got to clear out all this stuff out that Maurice had in there. But you can use this until you get your office, your office built. No telling how long or how short it's going to be. But Leticia still got hope in her husband. And he said it's going to be pretty soon. Child, bye. Anyway, are you there now? I don't know. And then they start talking about that Kimmy thought that it was cool that she Kimmy thought that it was cool how everybody came together when Leticia had the event and Melody was there. She just thought that it was real cool that everybody was there and they got along. But Leticia was like, child, but that Kiki, honey. We had to kind of shut her down because I know that Tisha pregnant, but we know some stuff about Kiki that we don't know. Kiki must be out here now. I don't know. I'm just saying, do she be fighting pregnant women? I don't know, but she was heated, honey. But they still said but at the end of the day, everything kind of moved for, everybody left on a good note. So with that being said, with that being said, Kimmy was just like, well, I'm glad that you feel that way because I heard a knock, 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 knocking at the door. Who is it? It's Melody. Girl, I am here. I don't about y'all chicken, I call this stuff chicken tuna. What is it called? Chicken salad and crackers. I call it chicken tuna because it looked like tuna fish, but it's chicken anyway. But girl, yeah, I brought the chicken salad and the crackers. Oh, you did? Ooh. Okay, so they getting there saying, "Hey, teacher, hey, you looking like Big Mariah." All the compliments, all the pleasantries, right? So they sit down, but Melody still ain't forgot since she said I have a dark soul. When am about 4 months ago about my dark soul? I was like, Melody, please be passive aggressive. I mean, if you're gonna sit here in the girl face, maybe you should confront her about the dark soul comment. I mean, you probably changed in 3 months, 4 months. I mean, anything is possible. Ain't that what you say with God? But anyway, so you can clearly see that there is tension within the group, within Melody and Leticia, but they are really trying to put their best foot forward to move forward. It seemed like I heard move forward so many times in this episode. I want to move forward. But anyway, so then they get to talking about how they came together and everybody was, about the little argument that happened or whatever, and they supposed to lead by example. Because if they can see that Leticia and Melody are in a great place, maybe that'll push the group to move forward so everybody else can be in a great place. And pretty much they were just saying, people have to the conversations have to be had, people have to take accountability. And then she had said that Melody brought up that Melanie brought up that she is having a high tea event and she wants everybody to be there because the tea is going to talk about ethics and what is it? What is it? Ethical? I guess being ethical and ethics and all this other stuff that they talk about in tea. Learning how to talk right and be respectful of one another. And Kimmy was talking about watching the tone of people when they say stuff and all of that. So Leticia said she think it's a good idea. She said it seems like everybody did integrate, so it should be okay. And then so then Tisha brings up the whole Black Expo. She's y'all, don't be so hard on Leticia. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so hard on her. We know she's saying Xpo. And we know that it ain't Xpo, but Tisha tongue kind of thick. So I know I got a thick tongue too. but it ain't that thick. But I'm just saying, she said Expo, but we know it's Expo. I mean, I don't want to be hard on her because when you grow up around people and all they talk, they all talk like that. She trying to grow out of it. Don't be so hard on her saying Expo. But anyway, so Tisha bring it up and she was just saying, she wants to serve the community and make a difference in the community, and she wants, just the whole community event, and she wants everybody to be involved. So everybody is pretty much like, okay, that'll be good. And everybody is pretty much happy. People brought their ideas to the table, the high tea, the expo, and all this other stuff. So it seems as if they're moving forward in the right direction. Everybody hug each other. Everybody leave. And I mean, it's good. It's okay. Y'all don't be so hard on Tisha. She gon' just like she say the event. She just say the expo. I mean, it's okay. That little poor baby, she gonna get it right one day. All right. So now we have where my notes at? So right now we have Marcel and we have Leticia. And Marcel bringing breakfast. Child, he bringing breakfast. Okay, thank you. And Leticia is trying to bring up her PowerPoint presentation about the Black Expo. Okay, I'm gonna say it right, about the Black Expo. So she's trying to pull it up. She's trying to bring it up, but it's not coming. But then she goes and she tells Marcel, she's just like, I just want everybody to get together, and one of the main questions is going to be, what have you learned about your business, you failed, and how you recovered from it, how you built from it. And Marcel was saying, okay, that's a good idea, I think it's going to be good. And then Marcel says things like building a team. And then she said, yeah, husband and wife. Then he gonna start saying, yeah, kids and fathers and sons. I was like, okay, you always gotta do so much extra. You know what she's trying to say. You know where she's trying to go. But anyway, he brings up the conversation that he had with Gino, and how Gino was saying that he's pretty much treating Tisha like a sheep. He feels like he's the stronger and she the weaker, and he's treating her as such. If something were to happen to him, you want her to be weak to where she can't run the business. But Leticia is so happy to hear that Marcel admits loudly in front of all of us that's watching Love and Marriage Huntsville that he has been running his relationship with Tisha wrong. He's been running it wrong. He's been doing it wrong. And Leticia is so happy to hear that. She was like, I'm so happy, because she said, I didn't want to give up on you, but I wanted to give up on you. And she said it's one of those moments where she could actually see her prayers coming to fruition. Like, I want my husband to get it. I want my husband to get it. And now he gets it. And she's happy. She's very overwhelmed. And I was like, well, good job. We have to all start somewhere. Tisha ain't your sheep. She is your better half. All that stuff is antiquated. Women roles, gender role, all that stuff is old. You know what I'm saying? If you have a good woman that's business minded, that can have you making multi-million dollars, why not keep her on your side instead of trying to push her in the back? Because it seems like she helped you out. Shoot, she bailed you out. But anyway, she was just real happy and appreciative of Gino saying that. And she said, shoot, instead of Dr. Francis, we got Dr. Gino. Okay, good looking at. So now this is the moment that everybody is getting together. We have the quote unquote core group, the original six or whatever, talking about pretty much the comeback group. So Kimmy and Maurice get there first. Then you have Marcel, and he's just looking around, and he's just like, oh, so everybody coming? Yeah, everybody is coming. Okay, well, shoot, he gonna get up and move Melody chair over to the other side. So I'm assuming maybe this is that you can tell the tension is there, because at first it wasn't as much tension, I don't think, but now it's like a lot. Maybe this is around the custody hearing. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just talking about it because he wants to push her on the other side of the table. But anyway, Melody comes in. She's looking beautiful. And hey, y'all, hey, giving hugs, right? And then Leticia and Marcel, they come in there like 45 minutes late, right? All right. Nobody really pretty much brings up the fact that they're late, except for Maurice and Kimmy. But hey, I don't know. But anyway, so everybody's hugging, happy to see everybody. Tisha and Melody, they over there talking. Girl, what you looking all good for? Yeah, what you got your little date? You know, girl, you know whatever. So Leticia in her confessional, she said, Marcel was saying that, you know, it looks like there's a little tension between Melody and Martell, which Martell did say there was a tension between them two. But Leticia was like, girl, Melody over there looking good. So Martell, you know, word on the street that she out here dating. Martell might be feeling some type of way. Your wife over there looking good. Some man might come swoop up. Hey, whatever. But outside of that, now they're starting to get everything going. Leticia gets up and she talks about the presentation of the Black Expo, right? And then did you notice? I don't know if it was just me, but I noticed when everybody else in their confessional, they said it right. The Black Expo. The Black Expo. Everybody said it. Anyway. But so Leticia, she gives a rundown. She was just telling what she's wanting, what she's wanting to do, how everybody is working in different genres. They have so much knowledge, business degrees. Like everybody is like at the top of their game. What better way to service their community than having an event to help the community? So Kimmy's whole thing is, child. Oh yeah, hold on, wait. So after they finish, they kind of just sit there or whatever. And then here go Martell. I said, why are you clapping so hard and cheesing like that? I mean, was it that good of a I guess it was it that good of a presentation? I don't know. Chad Martell just so happy. He happy he's sitting at the table. But anyway, so everybody think it's a good idea. What you think? So Kimmy, she was just saying like, oh, what y'all think about the name and all this stuff. Ask question, getting feedback, right? This was teacher trying to get feedback. What you think about the name? What you think about the president? What you what? Right? So Kimmy, she giving pushback. I mean, so what are we going to say about the what he said, the prevision? I mean, so what are we trying to do? What are we trying to accomplish? Like, really, you know, and but she getting her confessional like this is really just the comeback group. You know, this isn't new. This is old. You know, really just giving it a whole lot of pushback, right? So Leticia was just saying, you know, she's excited about it, but she wants everybody to give their ideas so they can execute it. Kimmy's whole deal is, so is this just your idea? Is this y'all's thing and y'all just want us to be a part of it? Or is this for everybody? And, you know, Marceau, he over there like, I mean, you can participate however you want to participate. A little bit, a lot of it. It's really up to you, you know, at the end of the day. And so Melody chimes in. She was just like, you know, I like the name, everything. I like the concept. But at the end of the day, what's the fee? I mean, fee, what you mean fee? Let's teach. What you mean fee? The fee, how much you gonna charge for me to get up here and speak? But and Leticia just like, well, this is a free event for the community. And she was saying, if I have to pay you to talk, then that means I have to charge the community. And that's really defeating the purpose of them coming together to do this. But Leticia said, but if you want a fee, then we'll have to discuss it. Melody, like, well, oh, yeah. Martell said, ask her what's her fee. Melody, and you gotta ask me what my fee is. You gotta ask me my fee. Don't worry about that. I got managers, I got PR people. You can just go and send me an email, all this stuff, whatever. You can get back with my people. And then Kimmy brings up promotion. So how are we promoting this? You know, and Marcel says, you know, we're gonna use our social media. We're gonna post it on social media, and we ask you all to do the same. Melody, how much per post? Per post? How many times are we posting this? So Mel is coming in this as a business, which she should, and I'm not gonna knock her for doing that at all. Because if you want your money, you want your money. Because Melody said, I mean, we can get a sponsor. You guess what sponsors are for. Marcel was like, Blaque is the main sponsor. We're sponsoring. We're doing all the heavy lifting. We just kind of want y'all to be a part. Back to Kimmy saying, so this is y'all's thing. But y'all just want us to jump in. And Marcel was just like, look, you can do however you want to do, little or lot. But Marcel saying he ain't paying nobody nothing, pretty much. And he's still trying to open up this bottle of wine. We gonna toast, But Kimmy, like, I don't know what we toasting for. We ain't came up to no conclusion. So Leticia's whole thing is this is just ideas. We just put something out there and see how it go. But Kimmy's whole thing is, if this y'all stuff, we don't have to be having all these meetings. Why we gotta meet every other day if this ain't, something that involves all of us? But I feel two ways about this, and these are my thoughts on it. I look at it like, if you're doing something for an event, for the community, then it should be free. Yes, I don't feel like anybody should have to be paid because you're giving this to the community. You're giving it. But at the same time, if a person, if I know that who I am as a person, I'm valuable. And if I bring more people, then I'm doing you a service. So you should in return, supplement me for my service. So I see it both ways. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's a community event. You don't want to charge the community, because you're trying to build something. But hey, people gonna do what they want to do. But now I just look at it like, Tisha and Marcel, you want to do this event, then you do it. Don't even involve them, because I know you want this to be a huge event, and I know everybody in Huntsville, knows Melody, Martell, Kimmy, Maurice. People know them, so they will bring a crowd. And that's what you want, the crowd. But hey, I mean, it is what it is. Tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think that this should be a free community event and nobody gets paid? Or do y'all believe that what Jay-Z say? My presence is what he said? I can't even know what he said. I don't know what he said. his his he make money just for showing up. You know what I'm saying? So do you think that they should be paid for this community event, or do you think it should be free for the community event? Just let me know down in the comments. Y'all, this is Sheila. Oh, they finally get the toast, because Melody was like, I wish Kimmy would hurry up and come on, because I got somewhere to go. We just need to go ahead and do this toast. So, I mean, hey, Melody is involved if she get paid. And, and it was another thing too, because they said if you get a sponsor for like $100,000, who keeps the majority of the money? Tisha was saying that it could be split, but Marcel, I don't really remember what he said, but they just gonna have to work out all these particulars. But I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing for the community. And do I think anybody should get paid? No. Do I think that if this is a community event, if this is 100% community trying to make people aware and make your community financially stable, then I believe that this should be free. Anything after that event, then you should get paid from it. That's what I believe. But hey, if my presence is royalty, my presence is did he say charity? He said my presence is charity. If your presence is charity, then you need to get your money. Get your money, black girl, get your money. All right, y'all. This Sheila Billy. Y'all have a great day. Like, comment, and subscribe. I know I probably forgot a lot of stuff. Charge my head, my heart, but Jesus loves you. Y'all have a great night. Bye.